So I want to talk a little bit about what I think is the developing or unfolding play against Trump. Um, and what I'm doing here is I'm not a cheerleader on the sidelines, anybody's sidelines with pom poms, or I'm just functioning here as an observer. What I think is going on, what play I think is being run. It should also be said, and I think I've said it on the podcast before, that I don't believe that this was a master plan unhatched in a secret hideaway somewhere by the Illuminati. I don't believe that conspiracies run history or control all events like that. I don't think there was any master plan that said unleash the virus. But I do believe that the left, the progressive left, has been discombobulated in a significant way by the activities of Trump. Now, so has the right. So is the traditional conservative right. The traditional conservative, principled right wing is also in a state of dishevelment because of Trump. He's messed their hair up. But he's done far more messing up of the progressives' plan than he has of the conservatives' plan. And that's because the progressives actually had a plan that they were implementing, and the conservatives had no plan to speak of other than to lose slowly. So Trump is upsetting everybody, right? And he is vulgar and crude and brash and all of that. So there are people who don't like him on a personal level. There are people who can't handle him on a personal level. There are people who are against what he's up to principially, and they will do anything to make sure that he doesn't get elected again. Going into the election in the fall, prior to this COVID business, the single strongest selling point for Donald Trump was the economy. The reason Watergate took Nixon out was because of the condition of the economy at the time. Had Nixon been perched atop a robust, roaring economy, he would have been able to weather or muscle his way through something like Watergate. He was not able to because basically when your support erodes, as is famously said, it's the economy, stupid. Trump going into the election had a really, had the wind at his back, had a really strong economy, right? And about 10 minutes into this COVID business, what started out as a panic became an opportunity and became one of those moments where you never let a crisis go to waste. So initially the lockdown was to flatten the curve, and then people are talking about a lockdown until there's a vaccine. And then some people want a lockdown until there's 3 vaccines, and some people are talking about a lockdown for maybe a year. Maybe churches in Illinois can't come back for a year. L.A. is apparently going to be locked down through the summer, or that's the plan anyway. I think some springs are going to start popping out of the couch here pretty quickly. I don't think that's going to happen, but we're going to go into lockdown until we flatten the curve. We're going to lockdown until we have a vaccine. We're going to go into lockdown until we have 3 vaccines. We're going to go into lockdown, I think the thinking is, until Biden is elected. So basically, what I think the current plan is, the only way that the current dogged commitment to lockdowns makes any kind of sense at all is that they're not trying to fix or wreck the economy. They're trying to damage the economy to such a point that they can wrap it around Trump's neck in the election and successfully get people to believe that he is to blame for what happened. So basically, this is a kamikaze mission, I think. Every day that passes makes it plainer that Joe Biden is not ready for the big leagues. He's not up to this. He's very obviously lost his grip, and he's not going to be able to do this. And I think that basically we are looking at a all hands on deck play being run against Trump to make everything as bad as we possibly can in the area where he was supposed to be strongest, and then blame it on him. So everything in the coming election is going to hinge on whether people buy that narrative. We're going to see if people say, Trump should have done a better job with the virus and he shouldn't have done all that damage to the economy. Well, we'll see. People are fond of saying that the next election is the most momentous election in our lifetimes. But, I think this next one really might be that. And I'm not talking about Trump as the conservatives' golden boy. I'm just simply saying that there are things going on that have never gone on before. And we've not seen this level of hostility. We've not seen this level of diehard commitment to making we will burn the whole thing down rather than let that man get elected again. If he does get elected again, I think that we are going to see some serious civil unrest. I think it's fair to say that America has not been this divided since right before the Civil War. And so we'll see what happens. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it.